Located on the outskirts of the capital city of Doha, the Lusail International Circuit is a fast and flowing track, footing medium and high-speed corners. Welcome to the Qatar Grand Prix under the lights. It's going to be a really fun one. Like I said, fast and really flowy corners here. We do have a hairpin that leads you into Sector 2, so that might be something that we're going to have an issue with. But I think penalties are going to be the story of tonight. Good evening, guys. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is going to be round 5 for the SnB F1 series. And if you guys don't know a lot about this track, let's take a look.
Welcome back to Qatar. There was talk of a new circuit, but we're back here once again at Lusail under the lights. 3.3 miles, 16 turns with a single DRS zone at the exit of turn 16. It is a fast and flowing track with plenty of overtaking expected through the DRS zone down into turn 1.
And there you have it, a really fun one. I'm excited for tonight. I'd say this fits under one of my favorite tracks out here, and I keep adding on to it, but man, this really is a fun one. We're on board with Hokie Fan, and he was one of the fastest in practice. We'll see what he does as he makes his way into Sector 3, coming for his out lap, getting ready to make his fast lap. See a lot of these guys on the soft tires, and from what I'm gathering from the drivers, soft tires may not be the way to go in the race. We're going to find out soon enough. But 15 minutes left on the clock for these guys to get a lap time. While we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and make a prediction for tonight. Tonight's prediction is going to be which team will have the highest finishing driver. You can choose between Mercedes and Ferrari. So we'll see what happens with that. I have to kind of make this shorter. They're trying to... I guess there is a cutoff, so let's see. All right, there we go. So which team will have the highest finishing driver? Will it be Mercedes, which includes Kerr and J-Mac, or will it be Ferrari, which includes Mayer? But Skyland is not here tonight. We only need one driver that will be out front. So you guys let me know what your prediction is. I'll have it up there for 30 minutes. You got plenty of time. Here we go, Hokie Fan. He is on his fast lap out here. We'll see what he does. Let's check in on some of these other drivers. Dion making his way out. J-Mac on his out lap along with Mayor of Bag City. So a lot of these guys are out on track. Last week, wild race at Australia. Polish won it after some penalties that were incurred, made it so that he won the race. Ferrari won Azerbaijan. Saudi Arabia was won by Mayor of Bag City. And Ferrari won at our first race, Bahrain. So I'm kind of curious, will we have a new winner tonight, or will we have a repeat winner? Ferrari's won twice. So we'll see if he gets into victory lane once again, or will it be someone else? Fastest lap is going to be Leave Justin 123.1, and right behind him is going to be Ferrari, not a 123.2. Hokie Fan with a 124.1. Let's see if we can get more guys on the board, and it goes Jacob. He's going to pull out the fastest time, a 122.4. So quite a bit faster, about 7/10 faster than P2 out there. So looking strong. It's going to be a fun field. While we're waiting for these guys and get some more lap times up, let's take a look at the point standings here. Ferrari Nud, number 1 on the board, leader in points, 89 points for him. Kerr's going to be second with 63. Polish Hammer with 59, sitting P3 after his win last week. Mayor of Bag City sitting P4 with 58 points, with JCX. He's 5th with 27 points, and I don't know. I'm loving JCX lately. He's looking really, really strong and strong here tonight. So I'm hoping to see him round out the podium tonight. Hopefully make his way into the booth. Leaf Justin sitting P6 with 26 points. JDM Culture, he is no longer, unfortunately, racing out here. So he's currently 7th in standings, but he will quickly move down. Hookie Fan in 8th. JDM Hawk in 9th. Again, same with him and Culture. 10th is going to be Skyland. He's going to take a hit in points as he is not here tonight. Sober David 11th, Jacob X99 in 12th. Bloomy Doll is tied with RC Action for 13th. And 15th is Maverick with 16th, J-Mac. Oh no, it's Shames, Rogue, and Dion. Now, as far as the constructor standings, AlphaTauri out there leading the way with 89 points, and that is going to be Ferrari Nut. We have Ferrari in second with 73 points, and that is going to be Mayer and Skyline. And Mercedes, 63 points. AlphaTauri, Ferrari, Williams is going to be third with 65. Mercedes with 63. McLaren, 34. And Red Bull is going to be out there with 28 points. Aston Martin with 26. Alpine with 22. Haas with 8. And Alfa Romeo is going to be out there with 5 points. Maddie, what's up? How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's going to be a fun one tonight. It's been a wild couple of weeks for racing. You know what? I'm going to do a prediction out here. We have somebody already out there with 100% so far with Ferrari. And Ferrari is going to be Mayer and Skyline. Mercedes would be Kerr. Couple of guys more on the board. The J-Mac attack, 124.0. JCX, 123.9. We have Mayor of Bag City, top of the board in the speed, 121.7 with just over 10 minutes left in qualifying. RC Action, number 8 on the board with a 131.8. The rest of these drivers have yet to make a lap time, but Polish last week, his first win with SnB for the F1 series. First win ever, so huge congratulations to him. I know he was super pumped. It is, Maddie. It's so much fun, though. This track is wild. I think we're going to have a lot of penalties. Definitely. Evan, what's up? How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Mayor of Bag City showing that he is going to be extremely competitive tonight along with Jacob. Jacob, man, I really hope he has a great race. We've seen him have a terrible start to the season so far, so I want to see him do really well. Hopefully grab a win out here. He's very, very capable, just luck not on his side. So hopefully tonight is the night that changes that for him. Justin still hanging out. P3, a really fast time for him. A 123.1 as we have some caution. Sector 1, and I don't know if that's going to be, oh no, it's Shames as he's coming out of the sand there. It's going to be interesting. Evan doing really good. It's been a wild couple of days for weather. And tonight, you know, we go from 70 degrees, it's like 30, 40. So it's been raining. We have hail today, and I guess in a couple hours it's going to change over to snow. So we go from tornadoes and hail to snow. A wild time to be in Ohio. So many states were hit, so I hope everyone is okay, though. Mayor of Bag City, a 121.769. Ferrari Nut directly behind him with a 121.799. That is absolutely insane. Extremely close for these drivers. We've had some talk about what tires these drivers will be taking throughout the race and maybe some questions on the fuel. So we'll see how that plays out later on. How bad is the weather? I'm heading up that way tomorrow. It should not affect you at all tomorrow. It's just going to have some snow tonight. I don't even think it's going to stick, to be honest. What's up? I do got a copy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. If you are doing some spotting tonight, enjoy your night. Have fun. Thank you for coming in and checking us out. It's going to be a fun one. I'm excited. It should go a little bit better than Richmond, right? Robinette goes into pits, perhaps trying to make those adjustments. Try to get every last piece of speed out of this machine that he can, but man, he is looking extremely strong for AlphaTauri out here tonight. Next week for the Cup Series, we do have Texas, so that'll be a fun one. Anything has to be better than Richmond. That's brutal. That's brutal. Tough conditions out there for sure, but tonight is going to be a fun one. Very, very fast, so I think that we're not going to see any safety cars. There's not a lot of walls that you can hit, and as soon as I say that, watch someone just absolutely get obliterated. But yeah, we could see some DNFs for single drivers or something to that effect. But Mayor of Bag City, a 121.494. Still extremely close, but getting a couple of tenths out of his time that we saw last. So great job to him. Jacob, 122.3. Justin, 122.6. Hokie fan sitting P6 with a 123.1. RC Action goes into his pit box here with a 123.4. JC, 123.9. Sober David, a couple of movement. Here we go. Sober David in 9th. J-Mac Attack in 10th so far with lap time. Oh no, it's Shames, 125.6. And Rogue, last one on the board with a 127.5. Don't count this guy out. He is for our prediction. Kerr, you know how he likes to save his lap time for the last minute. He's driving for Mercedes, so the prediction is going to be between Mercedes and Ferrari. He has no clue he's even in this prediction, I will be honest. Caution in Sector 3. Everyone's still moving, though. 5 minutes a lap. 5 minutes left on the board. I was lurking the last half of the Richmond race. That was crazy. It was crazy. I don't even know what to say anything about it, except it was crazy. It was just extremely loose coming off the exit, and a lot of the guys perhaps had their brake bias too low, which is helps turn the car when you're under braking. So when you have it turned too low, it tends to get oversteer, and yeah. We had a bunch of that, and some guys getting tight, slamming into walls, so we had a little bit of everything. Polish Hammer, he's out here, P3 so far on the board. He's got to take a little break there. Little break before the final qualifying lap. The top 3 sitting in the 121s. 5 tenths separating these drivers. A ton of 122s out here. 3 more right there. You see 3 more in the 123. So a couple of packs out here, I would say. 124s and so on. All right, we got Kerr on the board. He's going to be leading that 122 group. We'll see if he can't make that time a little faster. He will be going up against Mayor of Bag City out here, who is currently sitting pole. Let's see what happens. Glad you were with me, or I was with you for it. Definitely ready for some Texas, though. Pete, I know. That was something. It was something. Yeah, it would have been a lot longer if we weren't together. That is for sure. It's always fun with you. It's fun. I missed us, in the IndyCar League, so it was great to see you out there. Three minutes left. Let's go out. A lot of these drivers in pit road here. RC Action on his out lap. Sober David in the pits. J-Mac Attack. No time yet out for him. See if he can't make it happen. You can see him trying to warm up those tires as he's making his way gingerly around the track here, heading into Sector 3. This is one of those corners where you can pretty well go full throttle. 12, 13, and 14. You might have to burp it a little bit. But these are some very fast corners, which makes it a lot of fun. But you do have to watch out for the drivers around you in case they don't get that good angle. Because if you do not get a good angle going into these corners, obviously you're not going to be able to get the turnability that you need. So there is some precision to it. It is fast and it is flowing. But if you are not precise with how you take those corners, it most definitely will affect you on the exit, down the straights, and it will hurt you and your lap time. Oh no, it's Shames! Fortunately off the track. Not sure if he's just letting some drivers go by, but here he is. Love seeing him out here. Seen him for a couple of seasons for sure. Teammates with Sober David. These guys race for Haas. Dion. 125.1 still on pit road. Mayor of Bag City on his outlap once again. The top 6 drivers with just over a minute left on the board to get that qualifying time. Can Mayor of Bag City keep that pole position? Top 3 drivers extremely close in time, but Kerr is just looking on the outside in, trying to make it into the 121s. We'll see if he can't make that happen. Let's go on board with him as he makes his way past the start-finish line onto his fast lap here. Be sure to make your prediction if you want. I wish I could. It's not letting me. Which team will have the highest finishing driver? Mercedes or Ferrari? And Mercedes will be Kerr or J-Mac. Ferrari will be Mayer. Got a fastest sector time there, sector 1. Looking pretty positive. We'll see if he can't get in those 121s. Really flowing entry here as we head into sector 3 for 12, 13, and 14 coming up right here. Right-handers. Just under 3 minutes left after qualifying is finished. All right, Kerr, what's it gonna be? Are we gonna improve that to a 121? We will see. Coming around the final corner here. Again, penalties will be a thing tonight. We're gonna have to see how they stack up. And what's the time gonna say here? 121.7. He does it. 4 drivers now in the 121s, and he's going to sit P2 on the board for his lap time, and that's going to bring him on home. Mayor of Bag City, man, quite wide there as he is finished. That lap is going to be scrapped. Ferrari Nut will see him cross the start-finish line. What will he be? Currently sitting P3, goes to first. Look how close that time is. 121.428. Just ahead of Mayor of Bag City, 121.494. Incredibly close. I think it's going to be a very, very tight race. We're going to see a lot of battles. We have 5 drivers in the 121s. Jacob, Polish, Kerr, Mayer. Ferrari is going to be pole. Huge congratulations to him. We saw a Polish win last race. Ferrari won at Azerbaijan right before that, so he's looking strong tonight. No surprise. No surprise there. That front pack is going to be extremely close. I'm telling you, I love it. 428, 494. A couple of tenths off is 782 of Kerr and a 973 of Polish Hammer. And then look at Jacob. 982. Absolutely incredible. 1/100th off. "45 seconds remain. J-Mac is the only one out there. He's not even a thing. So I think qualifying is definitely official for these drivers. Friday night will be pole, Mayer second. And I do believe that was Kerr sitting P3. Qatar under the lights. I had a conversation. Let me know if you pronounce it different. Some of the drivers are saying it's Qatar. I pronounce it Qatar. I'm thinking Qatar. That's what I'm going with. Prairie Nuts on pole, 121.4 is the fastest out there. Mayor of Bag City second. Kerr is going to be P3. Polish fourth. Jacob is going to be P5. Leave Justin is 6th. Hokie Fan 7th. JCX is 8th. RC Action is 9th. And in 10th, we have J-Mac Attack. 11th is Sober David. 12th is Oh No It's Shames. 13th is Dion. 14th is Rogue. And I'll tell you what, a little bit of a shorter field tonight. 14 drivers. Still solid field, but man, when we first started, 19 drivers, I do believe. So definitely a packed field. Let me know, who do you think is going to win? Get your prediction in. Make sure to get that in. It's always fun to do. I'm going to try to see if I can't cheat and do it online. It's not letting me. They've cut me off. Next week is going to be the Netherlands. Definitely a fun one. We're going to head to Texas for CODA on April 17th, and then China and Vegas. That is going to be the new track. Vegas is going to be one of those where drivers either love it or they hate it. I'm curious how that one goes. It's going to be a first. It's just on this game now, so it's going to be a first for us to race. Netherlands is such a fun track. It is. It most certainly is. We have a lot of fun races coming up, so formation lap is underway, and these drivers will be going around warming those tires up. Let's take a look at, speaking of tires, only one driver on the soft tires, and I touched just a little bit on this, but from what I'm understanding, drivers are saying the softs are not the way to go tonight. We only see one driver on them, and that's going to be RC Action. Everyone else is on mediums and hards. So they will do vice versa once they go into pits. Not expecting any type of safety car tonight, but the penalties are going to be definitely a thing tonight. Am I Failure? What's up? How are you? Thank you for the follow. This is for my club, my racing club, SnB. Dion's F1 league right here. So season, I gotta even see, I think it's season 7 if I'm not mistaken. Had quite a few seasons, but you can see one stop is gonna be around 15 to 21 laps. Or you can do a 2-stopper out there. Robbie Nutt leading the field. Mayor of Bag City in second. Kerr in third. I mean, just absolutely stacked for this field. And don't count out Jacob. He's extremely fast, and we saw him have a fantastic season last season. Just not a lot of luck this season. Like I said earlier, I'm hoping that changes for him.
Woody X Cod just resubbed.
Woody, what's up? How are you?
Hello.
Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. You guys want to watch some racing on NASCAR Heat 5 or some Warzone, and from what I'm hearing, he did a little bit of Forza. Be sure to click on his name, give him a follow, and come back on over here. All right, waiting for the lights to go out here at Qatar. It is going to be a fun one here tonight for 29 laps. These guys ready to go. Looking forward to the race. I'm a little nervous about the penalties with how fast it is. you do have to be precise. You can't just dive it in there. Lights are out here at Qatar, 29 laps, and we are underway. Ferrari Nut with a pretty good start. Kerr, a fantastic start. Already trying to see if he can take it too wide for the lead. Mayor of Bag City going to be in third, and we see a couple of drivers back there who were off track. It seems like everyone is okay so far, but let's go back up to this lead single file line. Long train down the field as we head into Sector 2. Kerr right on his heels, and Mayor of Bag City is just putting the pressure all over Kerr. Let's go on board with him. Man, oh man, Evan says good luck. Should be a really fun one here. Polish Hammer back there. These guys seem to be getting a little bit of a gap between them. Let's see the tires once again. The top three drivers on those medium tire compounds. Fourth and fifth are going to be the Haars, and then back to medium for JC. What's really cool to see is Jacob and JC just running so extremely close together for teammates. This is going to be for McLaren out here. Ferrari Nut, our pole sitter, still holding on to that lead. Heading into lap 2 of the race, and yeah, pretty equal in time for these drivers. A 1:30.608 for our first lap. Mayor of Bag City starting to get a 3-car breakaway from the rest of the field, which is going to start with Polish. Let's go on board with Polish as he maneuvers around heading into Sector 2. Going on a little bit of a straight here. Only one DRS zone. Last week, I do believe it was last week, we had 4. Go from 4 to 1 tonight, so these guys are going to have to definitely use it to their advantage when they can. Ferrari Nut putting a little bit more of a gap over second place, and that is going to be Kerr. 1.1 distance between them. Kerr definitely has his eyes set on Ferrari Nut, but man, he is just looking so incredibly strong, and we were warned by Ferrari Nut as he gets the feel for the handling of this car, he will get faster, and that is what we're seeing here tonight. With how flowing this track is, I mean, being out front and not having a lot to worry about, you just really can nail those marks for getting on the brake and the throttle as you're coming off the exit. So it's really good to be out front. Qualifying is always huge going into these races. Kerr in second. You can see the rest of these drivers right here. Polish Hammer has caught up to the top 3 drivers. He's going to be considered in this group. And then you see Jacob right here, right on Polish. So these guys have definitely caught this front pack. JC is going to be about 2 seconds off. Got some movement, and a caution is going to probably involve Sober David. Not quite sure what happened, but you can see he's got Dion directly behind him. Takes the turn a little wide as we're coming around Sector 2. Want to take a look at the position changes here. JC up 2, Kerr up 1. We have Sober David up 1, Dion up 2. Unfortunately, J-Mac Attack, he has lost 3 spots. We did not see him out in practice very much, so I think once we get moving, man, Dion taking that turn extremely wide. We might see a penalty popping up here shortly for some of these drivers. Got some movement for P2. Mayor of Bag City gonna make a spot change from Kerr, and he's gonna take over second while Kerr goes to third. Back back in 10th. You see Dion, who made a pass over Sober David. That's going to be for 10th there. Her extremely close to Mayor of Bag City, closing that gap quickly. Meanwhile, Ferrari Nut, a 2-second gap over second. He is quickly getting away as these drivers are just battling for position. Let's see, Polish Hammer. These guys really pushing everything that they can. Jacob within half a second of Polish Hammer. Will he make it up to his bumper? You can see he is really closing that gap as much as he can. Making use of that DRS right there. Justin and JC switching positions. Justin gonna take over P6 as we head into the first corner of lap 5 of 29. A very fast race out here. Flowing corners. So much fun to watch. Let's take a look above these drivers as they are still in the run for P6 right here. Basani, what's up? I hope you're doing well. J-Mac Attack heads to pits. He's gonna box right here, duffing it early. I don't know if that's going to be to repair some damage, but he was on the mediums, possibly going to the hards, or he might decide to go for the softs. We'll see what he decides. Or he will do neither of what I said and he will stay on the mediums. Either way works. Probably not increasing that gap. 2.5 over Mayor of Bag City. Something is going to have to happen. Sober David, our first penalty of the night. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We're going to see a lot of those handed out tonight. Sonny, I'm doing great. You are too. All the banana sandwiches, right? We do have a pack, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. See Jacob right there also. All it takes is one mistake and we'll have Jacob all over his back bumper. Penalties are already beginning, Maddie. Absolutely crazy. On board with Polish Hammer, you can see him as he is driving as quickly as he can. Coming off of his win last week. I talked to him before the race and he said, you know what, I'm feeling pretty confident. Might go back to back. Gets into practice tonight and I said, how you feeling? You still feeling pretty confident? And he says, you know, with the amount of off tracks I've gotten, I don't know if I'm feeling as confident. We'll see how this race goes. Jacob 1.4 back. Really struggling to try to keep up with the top 4 drivers. I mean, it is so incredibly quick, but if you just head into the corners at an odd angle, you will lose absolutely all momentum even before you have a chance to make a move. Right up ahead is going to be Kerr, who is all over the heels of Mayor of Bag City, putting the pressure on him. Let's take a look backwards from Mayor's cam. What a race so far, but Mayor of Bag City, this is going to be 2.5 seconds behind, and Rogue is going to be our 2nd time penalty. 3 seconds for him on the board. If you recall, last week we saw an insane amount of penalties for Rogue, and we already have 3 on the board, man. It's going to stack up. No doubt. battle is most definitely going to be heating up here for P2. And I say that, you can see Kerr all over these curbs right here. Yeah, J-Mac has a penalty, Rogue, Sober, David, all 3 drivers with a 3 seconds. Coming down the straight here. That is going to be a pass. Here we go. Kerr going to make a move over Mayor of Bag City. This is going to be for P2. Ferrari Nut just absolutely getting away. 2.7 in front of Kerr. Slows it down a little bit just simply from the DRS. Able to use that speed just to get that momentum heading in. And take a look through the field here. Mayor of Bag City. Man, he's got his eyesight. He's saying, I'm not ready to give this up. I'm coming back for second. Polish Hammer not too far behind. You can see him back there. Will he be able to take advantage of this? If these guys keep battling it, it will result in Polish being up there and possibly making something happen. Polish is not one to just sit by and let things happen. He makes it happen. Oh. Well, you know, F1 likes to throw some fancy stuff in here. You guys, it was such a good race. What even happened? F1, you're killing me. There is always something crazy with this game, I'm telling you. We'll see what these guys say. That is definitely not the end of the race. I know, Evan. Real, it's going good. I mean, we had a really good race happening. I think we only had like 7 laps in and F1 crashed. Look at me all by myself. What is this? We're going to see if these guys are still in here. All right. Why do I need to ask? Why do you have to ask? Why can't you just join? Oh, no. All right, I'm going to get in their party real quick. You guys hang in there.
She's back.
Okay, thanks. Are you guys still racing?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
still racing.
Yes.
It's just you.
Of course. Okay, good luck. I'm out.
Oh.
All right, poor J-Mac. Don't pay any mind to what just happened. You gotta love F1. All right, we are back. Lap 10 of 29. We are still on it. Poor J-Mac. I am so sorry. Poor man. He had to stop just to send me an invite. You're killing me, F1. But here we are. Ferrari Nut still in the lead. Mayor of Bag City, second. 2.6 behind. Kerr's in third. You know, Maddie, this game, I'm telling you. Jacob sitting P5, 4.1 behind. So he's, yeah, he looks to be in his own second pack here by himself. Leaf Justin in 6th, JC in 7th. He's going to be right behind Leaf Justin. We saw these guys battling it out earlier on. RC Action in 8th. Pokey Fan in 9th. And we have Dion in 10th. Let's take a look. I think that is a couple of position changes for him. Yeah, he's up 3 spots, so doing great. Everyone else in the top 6, exactly where they started. Very interesting. How does one get involved in this league? If if you want to join my Discord, it should be at the bottom here. You can join that. And just let us know in general that you would like to join the F1 League, and I can get you that role. Ooh, something happened here, Dion. Did I just completely jinx you, Dion? No! Huge damage for Dion. Luckily, it was right at pit lane here, so he's going to box to try to fix that damage. I hate that for him. So unfortunate. J-Mac Attack is going to have a drive-through penalty, so the penalties are most definitely stacking up here. Drive-through for him. Sober David, 3 seconds. Rogue, 3 seconds. It's going to be an actual safety car here, lap 11 of 29. So you remember what I told you, that we probably would not have a safety car? We got a safety car. Dion just invited me again. Hopefully there's nothing messed up. I'm in here. We're good to go. Yeah, you know, I was looking at chat. Wasn't looking, but it is easy to do. It's a fast track, and sometimes it will catch up to you. But here we go. Ferrari Nut making his way to box. Coming in here. Yeah, I'm going to say all these drivers will make their way. Definitely something to take advantage of. Kind of curious what tire they will come out with. Top 6 drivers with the same tires out here. Polish gonna go to mediums, Jacob mediums, JC mediums. Top 4 drivers on the hards. Justin stays out. Interesting call for him. See how he fares with that. He is ghosted out, so yeah, disqual. I was about to say, no, what is happening to this race, you guys? He is ghosted out, no good right there. He is disqualified. Wow. So unfortunate right there. You can see him on the side. The track here, Ferrari Nut, will be our leader. Man. A lot of happenings so far. Safety car from Dion. And remember, these two are teammates for Aston Martin. So Dion bends it heading into the final corner. And Justin ignores a yellow. So he got DQ'd. Gosh. Lap 12 of 29. Heading into lap 13. Let's take a look behind us here. That safety car is absolutely flying. Rogue still in the pits. Coming out now. Next week at the Netherlands. Should be a fun one. These guys hopefully will be getting ready to go back to green at the end of 13, heading into 14. We'll see what happens if these drivers can catch up. Maddie, are we going to see a Maddie appearance for the Netherlands? You let me know. I'm curious to see. Mayor of Bag City still P2. Her's going to be third coming back to green. Polish Hammer in 4th. Jacob and JC. I feel like I keep saying this. They're side by side, front to back, whatever you want to say for McLaren. Safety car is still a thing here. Still waiting for Rogue to catch up before we can make our way back to green. All right, we do have our prediction completed here. 100% of people say Ferrari, which is going to be Mayor of Bag City. So Currently, he is sitting second and his opponent sitting third, which is Kerr. Very, very close here. Will we be able to catch these guys up? Did you see that 43s were cracked on Dega and 41s on Daytona? Basani, I have not seen the time board on Heat in forever. I haven't even been on Heat in a while. Am I not in the right lobby? I'm just going to take it just because. I'm taking it, Dion. Yeah, I have not. Justin has left the session. All right, I'm gonna get Justin in here. We want to talk to Justin, see what happens. I know, I may not, Basani. It's crazy. Justin may not want to talk. We'll see what happens. He got a DSQ for the night. So unfortunate. Justin, what happened to you?
The game.
Says that you did not follow the rules for the yellow.
Yeah, I apparently got cycled through to be the leader and didn't know it, and it was telling me to go around the safety car, and it was pulled over, so I've seen that a million times before, so I went around the safety car, and as soon as I did, it was like, nope, disqualified.
That is so unfortunate. Hate to see it tonight. Looked like you were pretty fast. You were having a solid run out there. I know your teammate just had an issue coming in around the final corner there. Looked like he took it a little wide, so just a rough night for but Mercedes out here tonight. So just unfortunate to see Justin. Hopefully we'll have better luck.
Aston Martin.
Martin, my bad. I'll get it right one of these times, I promise. All right, well, I will not keep you. Thank you so much for coming in here. Really unfortunate to see, but hopefully better luck at Netherlands.
Hopefully.
All right. Safety car is in this lap. These guys ready to get lined up and get going back to green once again. I know. I'll get his team right here. Last season, he was for Mercedes. These guys switch around. The luck of the Leafs, I'm telling you. Poor Justin. David, what's up? How are you? We thought no safety car tonight, but here we are under safety car and around the corner. We will be going back to green, heading into lap 15 of 29. Still plenty of racing. We've seen a lot of technical difficulties here. We go, Ferrari Nut having a great start so far. Mayor of Bag City in second, and these guys gonna have to start all over as far as getting that gap between Ferrari and Mayor. So we'll see what he can do. It's another chance for Kerr, Mayor, Polish, Jacob, all of these guys to make up some positions. A necklace, nice. They do fly by, Maddie. It is crazy. Sector 2 is a lot of fun out here. You're going to see these guys just flying around the corners. Maximum speed as some of these you can see them going to the left and then quickly to the right. If you nail it, you do not have to let off. RC Action 3-second time penalty. Fourth one on the board with a penalty. Another section here as we enter section 3. Taking a little wide for Mayor. Kerr is just, using every piece of track that he can. Mayor, you can see it very urgently trying to keep up with Ferrari Nut. doing a great job out here. Take a look as we head down the front stretch. Gotta love this view of these drivers. Mayor of Bag City, a 125.112, makes a pass for the lead heading into the corner. He is going to be your new leader, Ferrari Nut, in second. But Ferrari, he's got the speed. You know he does. Will he make a move to head back again into the lead? Just an incredibly fast track. Huge momentum for these drivers. Ferrari not a good entry into the corner. That is going to cost him and the drivers behind him a little bit of time. You could have stayed, Justin. If you want back in, I can invite you. You can announce with me. Put him into the wall, he says. I don't want any of that. You would have to really punt someone to put him in the wall here. That's a little bit of a distance there. Solar eclipse with your burststone. How cool is that? It's actually quite cool. All right, here we go. He is really testing to see when and where he can make that pass. Now is going to be one of the best times you can. And here we go, side by side, heading into turn one. He makes it, the pass. You can see these guys still side by side. Mayor of Bag City is going to tuck in right behind him. First through fourth, just nose to tail. Take a look at that side, Jacob. I mean, he is right up there also. Just a tiny bit of a gap between him and the top four drivers. We're having a great run tonight. Has yet to visit Victory Lane this season. I think it'll happen, most definitely. He's got the speed. Just need all the things in the race to go right for him to get it done. Probably not in the lead. 0.5 behind is going to be Mayor of Bag City. Heading into lap 18 of 29. Already out in that lead, and once he does, he quickly increases the gap here. Such a good pace. Flat to the floor on the front stretch. Just absolutely flying. These guys starting to settle in their positions. A little bit of a gap between each one of these guys. Not a lot of room for error, though. We've talked about how fast this track is, but we've also spoken about how precise you need to be under entry and exit of a corner. You have to be able to get on the throttle as quickly as you can, and that's going to be let off sooner and get on the throttle quicker so that you can have that momentum coming off the exit. That straight line speed is just very important. And in order to do that, you got to nail the corners. You can see it's a very, very bumpy track. Some of those curbs really upsetting the car, flinging it around. Have to take full advantage, though. If you're not using the curbs, you are not using your car to the fullest potential to get that speed that you need. Look at that view as we come down. Couple of different packs here. Mayor of Bag City at 124.9. Fastest lap so far. Jacob 1.3 behind. Sitting P5. A solid night for him so far and his teammate. Laren 5th and 6th looking great. RC action. Pokey Fan gonna be 8th. Sober David, penalty on the board for him. Oh no, it's Shames in 10th. Dion in 11th. We saw him in an earlier wreck. Solo, unfortunately. J-Mac Attack, we saw him have to pit pretty early on in the race. Rogue in 13th, and 14th is going to be Justin. DSQ for tonight. Drivers putting up a fight, trying not to let Ferrari walk away with this. But this very well could be his 3rd win of the season. Every other race so far, he has won. RC Action, a 3-second time penalty. Let's take a look at those penalties. 6 seconds for 2 drivers. That's going to be RC and Rogue. 2 more drivers with 3 seconds. Take a look at this. Mayor of Bag City, right on the heels of Ferrari Nut. Rogue, another 3-second time penalty. That is going to be 9 seconds. Right behind Mayor is going to be Kerr, so he is in a sandwich right here. Very, very competitive drivers. One mistake, and Kerr is going to capitalize on it. A mistake from Kerr. Almost loses it coming around the corner, but an excellent save by him is just going to cost him a couple of tenths here. Polish Hammer right behind Kerr. Take a look at this. What a view for these drivers. Seems a lot of movement for these guys. 0.4 behind Ferrari Nut is going to be Mayor of Bag City, and you can see these guys right here. They're coming around the final corner, lap 20 of 29. Where did this race go? Here we go. Mayor of Bag City makes the pass over Ferrari Nut. Switching positions once again. Huge overtake. Lap 21 of 29. Oh, you... Okay, well, I can send you... Hold on. You can take it or not. I'll leave it up to you. It is open. Mayor of Bag City taking over the lead here, lap 21. Ferrari Nut in second, and I guarantee he's going to be trying to make a move to get back into that lead. Kerr, we saw kind of a hiccup by him earlier on. That cost him a bit of time, but he is still very much in this battle for the lead. Justin, we got you back in here. You gonna be announcing with me?
I won't be doing much, but...
All right, once you're in and you can see what's going on, you let me know. I've got a couple of questions to ask you here. This battle between Mayor and Ferrari really heating up. Here we go, side by side, once again heading into turn 1. Absolutely incredible for these guys. Polish Hammer left the session. You guys, I think we're having some issues here. Ferrari up back to the lead. Mayor in second. These guys just leapfrogging each other. What an insane battle. I knew it was going to be close here, Qatar, but man, oh man, what a race. All right, Justin, I don't know if you see what's going on, but Ferrari Nut and Mayor just keep switching positions. Who do you think has got the best? Yeah, I appreciate that. Let me get him back in. Who do you think has the best shot of winning tonight from what you've seen?
Ferrari seems to basically all the time have a pace for it, so see. But I know we were talking. He was saying that he got saved by the safety car because he was actually low on fuel.
Yeah, that was going to be an issue.
the fuel set exactly like where it needed to be.
Kerr on the board with a 3-second time penalty that is absolutely going to kill any chance he has for a win. Really unfortunate to see. We knew the penalties were going to add up. I'll be honest, I thought we are going to see a few more, but Rogue, 12 seconds for him. J-Mac has 3 seconds. Sober David was 6. RC Action was 6. Polish Hammer back in the session once again, but unfortunately his AI is not kept up like he would have, so he has fallen back 5.4 behind Kerr. So that is definitely not something you want to see. Jacob is going to be right behind him. Maybe, possibly take advantage of the situation at hand here. Probably not looking to get away as he is half a second out in front of Mayor of Bag City. Kerr is just right on the heels, but with that 3-second time penalty, he has to make something happen. He's going to have to get out in front of Mayor of Bag City, or he just is going to have to be happy with taking home a podium, which, nothing to sneeze at. Definitely a solid finish, but I know Kerr is looking for his first win of the season.
Polish is, looks like he's back in, but his ghost didn't do him any favors.
Yeah, he definitely lost some time on that. Jacob has since passed him, and he's going to be 1.8 behind. Has some time to make up, and it is lap 24 of 29. Not a lot of time to do it, but he does have the speed to hopefully try to make something happen and get that position back. Do you think we're going to be fuel issues as we're coming down to the final few laps? Will we see anyone have to come in for that?
I think a lot of people had that kind of already figured out, and getting a safety car would have helped anybody that might have had that problem. So, I mean, we shouldn't, but I think everybody should be good now, just because we had the safety car.
Yeah, that safety car, I think, did help a few, and it definitely helped the battle at the front between Ferrarinut and others. But now, as we've seen, Ferrarinut is back out front, just over half a second ahead of Mayer. And that gap is pretty equal between Mayer and Kerr. So I'm not sure if we're going to see any position changes for these two unless Mayer messes up somewhere, somehow. Jacob 7.6 behind. You don't see a lot of action out in front of him, but Polish just under a second. Right behind him, he is definitely closing that gap. Just after last week's win, he wants to make something happen. We have a move for the lead. Mayor of Bag City once again takes it over. You can't leave your eyes off these two for a second. Constant lead changes between them. Heading into Sector 2, another flowing part of this. Coming around the hairpin. You have to make sure it's another one that you have to nail. We do have some a car up ahead that's going to be what I assume is Rogue. He will be ghosted out. They don't have to worry about him, but man, oh man, I'm seeing some lag.
Seeing that a little bit also.
Yeah. F1 seems to have not great servers, unfortunately. Go Ferrarinut. Is there any other better place to make a pass other than into turn 1? We've seen a lot of drivers take advantage of that, but is there any other place that you can possibly do that with?
I mean, no place like in particular sticks out. I mean, turn 1 is always going to be the easiest. It's at the end of the DRS zone, but does this track only have? I think this track only has 1.
Only 1. We go from 4 DRS sections to simply 1, in which Ferrarinut just took advantage of once again. Back to the lead for him.
Flip-flopping.
Yeah, absolutely. this is the point of the race where, you know what, I'm thinking, do I really want to make a move right now, or am I going to wait until there is no other time to make a pass? I mean, you have to hang on to Ferrari Nut. Mayer's got to be thinking strategy-wise, what is going to be the best advantage I can have to get this win? And I feel like making a pass soon is probably not your best bet. Ferrari Nut obviously has the speed. So if I'm Mayer, I'm gonna wait. What do you think, Justin?
I mean, it's like go for it.
All right, one that says go for it, one that says let's wait.
I mean,
He's got to keep up with them though first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be the real danger is falling too far behind.
Yeah.
Make one mistake and you fall out of DRS range, and then it might be over.
Might be over, and he's got Kerr not too much further than what Mayer is to Ferrari, but man, okay, now they're switching up a little bit. Mayer definitely can keep up with him, and that DRS zone is definitely going to be what helps him stay that way. Question is, lap 27 of 29, we do not have many more laps to go. Will he be able to hold on to that gap and make one last pass? I'm kind of curious once we talk to him what his strategy going in was. Was he trying to make a pass the whole time? Or is he trying to hang back and see what he can do final lap?
I know it happened a few laps ago now, but Polish had retaken 4th place from Jacob, and Kerr with another 3-second penalty.
6 seconds for him. That, if Polish is able to make up a couple of seconds as he has passed Jacob, Kerr may not be able to keep 3rd, but 27 of 29, I don't think he's going to be able to catch up enough to make that happen. Three drivers, you can see them all right here on the camera. This is going to be the drive for the win heading into the lap 28 of 29, the penultimate lap of the night. Mayer looking strong heading into the corner, but at this point, you know, it's getting close. He did not have enough momentum to try to make that pass there. He's really got to hang on his heels if he wants to get that to happen. He's only got one more shot after this. I guess 2 more. What do you think, Justin? Ferrari going to win, or are we going to see Mayer?
It's hard to bet against the guy that currently is sitting in P1, but...
Evan says you got this, Mayer. We also have our prediction, which team will have the highest finishing driver. Is it going to be a Mayer or Kerr? And right now, it's definitely going to be Mayer. Kerr has that 6 seconds. There is no way, unless Mayer just does something crazy, that Kerr is going to be able to make that happen.
The only option now is to try to just not get any further penalties to secure 3rd.
Absolutely. He's actually putting more of a gap between him and Polish, so that's not really a worry at this moment. But here we go. Ferrari Nut Mayer side by side. Mayer goes into the lead the final lap. Can he keep it? That's going to be the question. Jacob, JC, both with a penalty. 3 seconds. Almost every driver tonight with a penalty. Mayer is under attack by Ferrari Nut. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on to this tonight. It is such a close battle. Let's go on board with Ferrari Nut.
Entire front stretch here coming to the finish. So
yeah. That's going to cost him a little bit of time there. A little bit wide. Had to brake just a little bit more to keep it off of him. This is so incredibly close. Around the left-hander, gonna curve up. Man, I see a lot of wiggling from him. I'm thinking some of this is...
He lost more there.
Yeah, he definitely lost more there as we head into Sector 3. Just a few more corners. 13 and 14. Mayor of Bag City looking to have yet another win here this season. This will be a second if he can make it happen, but he's got an entire front stretch. He's going to try to keep him out of the slipstream. Can he take it home? He is going to be able to get it done. A huge congratulations to Mayor of Bag City taking that home. What a race right there. I don't know if I saw that coming. Fantastic race for these drivers. Ferrari Nut is going to bring home second. Kerr going to round out the podium. Polish Hammer in fourth. Jacob, solid finish there for fifth. His teammate, JC, we're going to see him bring it home in sixth. RC Action getting ready to cross. Yeah, he crossed the line. Hokie Fan going to take over that seventh position. RC down to eighth. Couple of penalties to serve here. Sober David, ninth. J-Mac Attack is going to be 10th. You see him?
J-Mac's going to get a point.
We were just talking about that before. That was wild, Maddie. Oh no, it's Shames 11th. Dion. Wait. Please tell me Dion finished before he got disqualified.
He got disqualified apparently in the last lap.
Kidding?
Don't know how that happened.
Like, only Dion, I swear. All right, Ferrari wins tonight for the prediction. We're going to complete that. Let's get these guys in. That is crazy. Oh, no, I got to pick on somebody else.
I don't have any questions lined up, so don't throw to me.
Oh, I'm throwing it straight to you, sir.
Oh.
Got Ferrari Nut. We'll get him in. Mayor. Hey, do you want to invite Rangers for me since I can never see him?
I'll try to, yeah.
Mayor of Bag City. What a move. I'll tell you what. You know, I was talking with Justin saying, what is going to be a strategy? I really want to hear. You guys were just switching positions. We know that the front stretch is going to be the best place heading into one to make that final pass for the win. So was that your strategy or something else?
Yeah, so I had figured out, it seemed like he was running just a little bit more rear downforce than me, so I knew basically that I could pass him once whenever I wanted, and the goal was going to be, can I hold on that last lap? So that's why I passed him with about 5 to go. I was just like, all right, let me make sure I can do this whenever I want. I do it. I knew he was going to get me back because he had more downforce. He was quicker than me through most of the track, and I was able to, you know, hang behind him with the DRS, and so yeah, coming down to that white flag, I knew he seemed to not have a perfect lap, so I did get a little bit closer than the last couple. So like, all right, I'm gonna take this. Used a little bit of my battery, got him into turn 1, and then it was just I needed to lock in, and I was hoping that that maybe he would fall off. Like I knew it was 50-50 that he was either gonna be right up my back or he wasn't, and for whatever reason, I don't know if I hit the hairpin better or whatever it was, I built up just enough of a gap. I used my ERS in between the end of Sector 2 and the start of Sector 3 to just kind of get back to about half a second, because I felt like if I had 4 tenths to half a second going to the last corner, that I'd have a chance. So I saved enough ERS to be able to be full ERS down that main straight, again with a little bit less rear downforce than him. I was going to be fast enough, and I was just hoping I had enough speed to get to the end. Did a little bit of cheeky, try to break the draft off the corner, and I'm just really stoked. It was a really fun race. That safety car definitely put me back in the race, but also it sounded like Ferrari might have been close on fuel. So, either way, it was going to be him and I battling out at the end. So, and I was, as always, very courteous between the two of us. I love racing against someone I actually, race well. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, the strategy was someone wanted to go kind of like Saudi Arabia, and then just hope that that last lap, my dirty air, more worn tires, so we're both a little bit looser, and just hoping that I had enough to hold them off, and I got it done by about a tenth and a half. So we'll take it. Awesome win for Ferrari. Another points for the team, and we keep moving. So really, really, really happy with how this went tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were just leapfrogging each other all night. Fantastic battles throughout the field, but especially in the front between you two. I have to say, one of my favorite races to watch for that battle alone. I mean, it's just a very fast flowing track, but you do have to be precise. And if you do mess up, there's not much room for forgiveness. And you definitely got it done tonight. And I'll tell you what, man, coming to the line, he was definitely getting to your back bumper, but way to get it done. Great win. Second of the season. So huge congratulations, Mayor.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. To your point, like precision was key. I only got one warning. I did a couple practice races, and I got a lot more than one warning. So really proud of myself to really stay locked in and not get any penalties. That would have kind of made or break the race if either of us got a 3-second there. So, I'm really proud of the performance I put in, grinded really hard for this. So really happy for this result, made and win at Qatar, and, really excited for the weeks to come.
Absolutely. Great job. Celebrate tonight. And I think we'll be seeing more wins from you this season.
I hope so. Thank you.
All right, Ferrari Nut. You've won twice this season, and I'll tell you what, we were questioning whether it was going to happen tonight. You had a really, really fast car. Like I said, leapfrogging between you and Mayor of Bag City. We saw you make a pass. Did you, at this point, with the strategy that you had and making those passes, do you wish you kind of held off on that final pass or do anything different?
No, I knew he was going to try it on the last lap one way or the other. It's kind of, who's going to be the sitting duck. So my only option was to try and stay as close as possible, and I just blew it in going into the hairpin on the last lap. I went way deep and came out of that hairpin. I think I was 7/10 behind when I came out of the hairpin and gained a couple back on that straightaway between that and the next corner just because I got a hell of a straight exit and just matted the thing down. But just got a little too far back there. Definitely think if I hadn't have done that, that would have been a very, very tight finish. The start finish line is in pretty much the right spot for a dead heat.
Oh, yeah.
At this place. I'll say this. The last time that I raced this track was 16 years ago, and it was on a World Superbike. So I definitely prefer it on a bike to in a car. It's a bit more of a you actually have to, slow down type thing. This is really, there's only really a couple of what I call actual corners. The rest of it's just kind of hang on.
Well, this track was originally made for racing bikes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, World Superbike and MotoGP have been coming here for a long time.
Right.
So,
I mean, I'm all for this race. It was a really fun one. You guys looked great out there. Great to get second. You ran a clean race. No penalties for you or Mayor. Unfortunately, we saw 6 seconds for her. So unfortunate to see for him. But great job on P2. You've had 2 wins so far this season. I guarantee we will see more from you also.
Yeah. Definitely, that's the plan. I've got to keep winning to keep this guy behind me because he's even with his misfortunes in Australia, not that far back. So definitely got to keep my thumb on him, make sure he doesn't catch up too much.
The competition is definitely heating up with all of you guys out front here. It's fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's definitely close and it's definitely fun every time this happens, and it seems to be happening more often than not. So
Absolutely.
I'm definitely looking forward to the next race, but get onto some tracks I have some long-term experience on, and we'll see where the season takes us from there.
All right.
Definitely need to make sure of my fuel load next time, though, because first part of the race for the safety car, I don't know if you were watching, but I was short shifting and lifting and coasting quite a bit because I was probably not going to be good on fuel.
Fair enough. Yeah, I know the fuel was supposed to be close. Kind of one of those really fast tracks where if you're out front, you are going to use a little bit more fuel if you're running super hard. So I knew that could be an issue tonight. So glad to see that it didn't kill you in the end, considering that safety car came out. But you guys heard it from these guys. Mayor of Bag City wins it. We have Ferrari Nut in second, and Kerr, who we were unable to hear from, rounds out the podium. So another solid race for him.
Declined to comment again.
He has declined to comment, unfortunately. Next week, we will head to the Netherlands. It should be a really, really fun race. I know a couple of people are looking forward to it, and so am I. Hopefully, you can tune in. We'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, cheering on the drivers, and it was a lot of fun. Take it easy. We'll see you next week.